look at this baby hair growth. I am so excited. I'm in such an amazing mood today for multiple reasons, but I need to tell you about my hair and specifically how I looked at it under a microscope in Korea and how I am seeing baby hair growth. And it's not just me, but it's the doctor at Lin Moon-won Clinic as well. I am so excited. This has been such a journey for me, and it's definitely not over yet. And someday I hope that I have the strength and the ability to talk about everything. But my hair growth has been such a journey, and specifically I want to share what has happened as well as what I'm thinking about doing in the future, like scalp microneedling, which I still have not done. I have not microneedled my scalp yet, but I'm thinking about it, and this could be like the worst decision I've ever made or one of the best, but we'll find out. Let me share with you a little bit about what's going on, about the tools and treatments I've been using, from the Iris store to hair growth shampoos and conditioners to an Indian brand of a hair repair. This doesn't grow hair, but this helps to repair hair, as well as taking vegan Nutrafol. Now this is not the fish-based Nutrafol, this is the vegan one. Dr. Heidi is amazing. She's a pediatric derm, but she deals with a lot of kids and their moms, and a lot of moms go through hair loss. We actually did a video, I don't know if it's been posted yet. Can you tell me if it's been posted yet? But I did a video with Dr. Heidi talking about that, and she mentioned how much she loves Nutrafol, and I know she loves it, but I decided to use it since, and I'm so excited because they're working with us on a portion of this video to explain why does it take so long to grow hair. Not just long, strong, and healthy, but also out of my scalp. And also, can I just say, like, I know you can't really see it against the blue, but like, look at this hair. Look at these strands. I know they're not my natural curls right now, but like, who is she? Also, this dress from Rent the Runway. I'm feeling it.
Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs?
I'm feeling it today. The confidence is confidencing. Oh, it's confidencing in my brain. Okay, it's not caffeine, I promise. So let me give you a little hair growth update. I want to show you some before and after pictures, but also talk about what I've been doing, especially because I've been using Nutrafol for, I think I'm about 45 days in. Like, I haven't done a full round. I have gone through an entire bottle, and I'm like at the end of my second one. Oh, I have a couple days left. Look, I keep the silica thingy in there, and I don't eat it. Now, for the past couple years, I have not been using bond repair for my hair and split ends. I haven't been using, you know, a Nutrafol vegan supplement to stimulate hair growth, but I have been using on and off the Iris store helmet. I actually started out with a white one that I have down here. Oh, it's got a bunch of products in it because of course it does. But I started out with the white one, which is the professional, and I recently upgraded to the elite. These are amazing, but they only work if you use them. Okay? I've done so many videos talking about these and why I love them, so I will spare you the details. If you are curious, you can literally search for Cassandra Bankson Iris store and you can find that. But this is something for the last couple years that I've been on and off but consistent with. And I want to show you some before and afters while only using this. So as you can see from this photo, you can see where my hair started and then where it's gone. And again, last year, like the last half, like the last 6 months, my life fell apart. I wasn't doing my skincare routine. I was breaking out. I was using makeup wipes, wasn't using my helmet. Life was and I decided that I was gonna be on my hot girl and I was gonna turn it around, and so I did, which is why I'm back on the helmet, but also why after speaking with Dr. Heidi, I decided I'm gonna try these. And again, I'm about 45 days in, and these are a hair growth nutraceutical. Now, a nutraceutical is a supplement. This is not a drug, so you don't need a prescription for it, but it has a whole bunch of vitamins as well as plant extracts like ashwagandha that basically help the body from the inside out. And if the body is functioning well, if you give the body the building blocks, including food and nutrients that you need into the body, then the body can produce good things out, such as hair or skin or nails, etc. How do you think we go from roly-poly babies who laugh and fart and piss all the way into full-grown humans? Well, we put stuff in, the body uses it to grow us, and then, you know, the waste comes out, right? But what we put in our bodies is really important, and I feel like that's not spoken about enough. Now, for ages, I saw Nutrafol online, but because I'm vegan and cruelty-free, I never purchased it because it had fish in it. And I was like, that just doesn't work for me. It wasn't until I spoke to Dr. Heidi that I'm like, wait a second, they have a vegan line. They have a vegan line. So again, I'm 45 days in. I've been taking this, and I actually brought this with me to Korea, where I went to a Korean scalp clinic. Now, let me just say, I have multiple videos about this scalp clinic because I visited twice now, and I just haven't had the capacity to edit them. If you want to edit them, let me know, but I will be sharing those videos with you when I can. But the gist of it is that I went in June of 2023, and then I went again in January of 2024. So there's like a 6-month difference, and the hair transformation is amazing. So look at where I was in June of 2023. This was actually before my life fell to crap. But then in January of 2024, look at this. So this is little baby hairs.
Yeah, yes,
I am so excited. And even when I look at my before and after pictures, again, these are the photos from just the iris store, but let's add some photos here. Look at where I'm at now. This is absolutely unbelievable. And I'm not even all the way through this. Again, for most people, you need 3 to 6 months of use of this. I'm just starting, I'm 45 days in. I'm like almost 2 months in, December and January. I haven't even gotten the full results. And when you look at beYoutiful, they do a lot of studies and a lot of research. And they actually have really impressive before and afters of people who have used this regularly for 3 to 6 months. But something I really respect about them as well is that they actually do research. They do case studies and clinicals. They don't have to, and not every brand does. And they have to be done well so that the bias is removed, so that's taken out. But when I look at those studies, I'm very impressed by the way they were conducted, basically how they were conducted, by whom they were conducted, and then on top of that, how they actually work. So I take 4 in the morning and they're not disgusting. They're not like too big. Now there are a ton of different things in here. We have vitamin A, C, D, E, K2, B12, iodine, zinc, and selenium. And these are great because you want to make sure that your body has the right amount of nutrients. Basically, if you're low in vitamin D, or if you have thyroid issues, talk to your doctor. Don't talk to me and don't get the information from the internet. Go to your primary care provider or an endocrinologist. And what I love is that they have all these vitamins in here, but they didn't just shove a bunch of biotin in it. You see, biotin is something that everyone talks about for hair and nails, but there isn't a lot of evidence to support it. And so while it's in some supplements, it's just not bad, but it's not helpful. And I love that they don't have it in here, but they do have things like vitamin D as algae, as well as vitamin B12, which you know as cyanocobalamin because of the Ordinary's pink serum. This also has that ashwagandha, which we can talk about. Adaptogens basically work by theoretically stressing out the body so that the body can adapt to that stress and it can therefore adapt better to other stressful situations. I'll put some research about adaptogens in general in the description so you can go check them out if you're curious. But on top of that, they have this specific beYoutiful blend. And this is what was so interesting. They have chlorella, they have a pea sprout, they have L-cysteine, L-lysine, beetroot powder, they have a bacillus extract, a bamboo extract, they have some silica, they have some capsicum fruit, which I'm not actually sure what that is, but it sounds like capsaicin, but I think it is different. And there's no gelatin. They're basically these vegetable cellulose and rice capsules. So they don't have any gelatin, they are vegan, and they don't harm any of the animals. You see, they're tiny. I don't have a problem with them, but I love you. Now they do have this Synergen plant complex, and again, I want to look into every single one of these ingredients and understand them more, but we spoke about that ashwagandha, there is saw palmetto, there's actually a CO2 extract of fatty acids, there's dragon head flowers, liposomal curcumin, which is important. Liposomal, relating to liposomes, is basically, you can think of them as little fatty bubbles, and these fatty bubbles actually encapsulate things so that your body can absorb them better. And curcumin is amazing, it's actually found in turmeric. Basically, the absorption and the efficacy is boosted when you mix turmeric and black pepper. So the curcumin in here is actually in a bioavailable form that your body can absorb, which is fantastic. And again, that's why I think that the capsaicinoids, I believe that that is pepper, but I could be wrong, which is why I want to dig into all of this so much more. This also has full spectrum palm extract. It has tocopherol complex and hyaluronic acid. And the before and afters that I've seen of this are so impressive, and what Dr. Heidi and other derms have shared with me is very impressive. So I'm going to continue using this and monitoring my progress. I'm going to continue using this, but I also want to share with you some of the things that I've started for my hair health or that I haven't started yet, but I am planning to. And again, if you want details on these, they are in the description. There's also coupons or discounts if that is of interest to you. But again, I'm only a little bit under 2 bottles in, so I'm gonna keep up with my photos and with my progress. Now, at the Korean clinic, they actually make these custom hair serums. They have a scalp scaling solution, which I love. It's basically a scalp exfoliator. I was using the Inculus scalp exfoliator, but I wasn't a super big fan of it. I just don't feel like it was amazing. And I fell in love with the Lee Moon Wan one. And then with Lee Moon Wan Clinic, again, I don't even know what this says. It says RH, and then I believe this says Yum Jung. I don't know for sure. I'm trying to learn to read Korean and I'm not doing very well. But this is something. And they use this in the scalp treatment in Korea, but I decided to take a couple of these home, and you basically just massage them into the scalp, but this only lasts at maximum a month because they whip it up fresh for you. So that's kind of a catch-22, and if I want them, I can only get them from Korea, but it's like custom made for my scalp. Now, this is something that does not regrow my hair, but it is a part of my hair journey because this is a malic acid bond complex, and this basically helps to strengthen the hair, not from the root and where it grows from, but from down here, so that if my hair is long, strong, and healthy, it doesn't break as quickly. I've always struggled with split ends because my hair is naturally curly and coily. It gets so many kinks, and I get these split ends that, you know, if they break off in the middle of the hair, the hair falls off. And while that has nothing to do with hair growth coming out of the scalp, it can make the hair look less healthy overall. So I don't know, has my hair been looking more healthy recently? Because I think it has been, but this is what I've been using and I am in love with it. This is also an Indian brand, which is great for multiple reasons, but it's also inexpensive. It's so inexpensive, it's so good. It's from the Be Minimalist line that I love for skincare, but they also have a hair care line that I've been trying. So this is the Malic Acid Bond Repair Complex, and this is a hair mask that goes on my strands. Manu changa lagda, which I understand is not Hindi, but you'll have to bear with me because I don't speak Hindi, okay? Kahani na bhi. Anyways, this hair mask is so good. It's creamy, it's inexpensive, it's lightweight, and it works for my hair when it's curled or when it's styled like this. And it's a hair mask, not like a leave-in, but you put it on and you rinse it off. This is meant to actually penetrate into the dead cuticle of the hair and to strengthen it so that it doesn't break apart as easy. But it also hydrates at the same time, and it does that with the malic acid as well as other ingredients like amino acids. Now, I don't use this every single day. For some people, if they have like low porosity hair and they use protein treatments every day, it can actually cause the hair to be brittle. I've never experienced that with this. And that's why I love it, because with other protein treatments, my hair just gets even more brittle and breaks off. And I'm like, I thought you were supposed to repair my hair and you just destroyed it. This is amazing. It is 200 grams. It's super inexpensive. It's a huge bottle. This isn't helping me regrow or grow my hair, but I do think that it is helping my hair look long and shiny, and it's preventing it from breaking, which is great. I also feel like my hair is longer. Like, hello, who is she? It's coming back, okay? Now, you already know that the intrusive thoughts have been intruding, and I have been considering microneedling my scalp. We actually need to talk about that and whether or not I'm going to do it. And I have to say, I have not microneedled my scalp and I have not put Rogaine on it. I have considered it ever since this guy went viral on TikTok. And if you have not seen his before and afters, I literally did an entire video on the science behind this, on the way he does it at home, and why it could be dangerous and terrible, or why it could be a great idea. I'm considering it, but I also don't want to break off my hair. And a lot of people in the comments were saying the same thing. If you haven't watched that, add it to your watch later playlist. Like, take this little link and text it to yourself, okay? You will thank yourself later. You will, I promise. But I haven't done this yet, but I have been considering it. And I've been considering a lot of treatments, such as a ton of scalp serums as well. The Ordinary is one that I tried. I think this was 2022 that I tried this. I was just not impressed by this. This was one of the Ordinary products I didn't love. This is the multi-peptide serum for hair density, but I'm wondering if I didn't use it right. Now, these are also things that I'm considering. This is from Carafactor. Carafactor works with hydrofacial, and James Bartholomew's is a brilliant scientist who used peptides to regrow his hair and put them in here. The problem is this Carafactor stimulating solution is like $160. Yikes. So I'm considering doing this again. And then this Neoxin, this was handed to me at an event, and I've been using this spray. I love it. I've completely gone through it. But they also have things like this Night Density Rescue. I just get the spray on Amazon and I love it. But the way that Neoxin works is that they've been around for like 30 years, and they have these olfactory technologies in the product. Now, I thought that this was bullshit when I heard about it, but I asked some doctors and derms that I work with, and I looked at the studies with them, and I was like, this is plausible. Like, Mythbusters, plausible, okay? And a lot of people have seen great results, and when I look at those before and afters, I'm like, listen, I'm desperate. I'm willing to try it. I want my hair to last on my scalp. I want it to grow long, strong, and healthy, but I also want to promote new hair growth, okay? Okay. And the olfactory technology is basically saying that your scalp responds to different smells or different scents. And we know that smells and scent can impact our memory. We know that it can impact our mood. We know that things like peppermint can actually impact pain receptors in our body. Peppermint can be an analgesic if you ever use those Bengay patches. And this has olfactory or scent-based technology that actually helps with hair. And it's specifically a term they call hair anchoring, which is not a dermatology term, but it's supposed to help keep your hair in your scalp anchored longer. Sure. And again, I haven't been using and mixing these at all, but I am considering doing a bunch of these new things because of what Dr. Shireen Idris says.
To rule out everything else, throw the kitchen sink at your scalp. Get your hair stimulated, get those follicles going, and give yourself the best chance to keep that hair on your head if you are that distressed by it.
And if you actually want a full video on what I'm going to be adding to my hair routine, I'm happy to do that. And again, I'm taking photos and videos the entire way through. But at this point, I've been taking things like one at a time. Like literally all I did was eye restore helmet, and then I just added the Nutrafol. Like I was taking it slow because I didn't want to mix a ton of variables and be confused about what was showing me results, right? And as I isolate those variables, I'm like, okay, I know the iRestore helmet works for me. I know the Nutrafol is working for me. I know that, scalp massages feel good. And I know that the Ordinary's multi-peptide serum didn't really work for me. But if I mix 100 things in, I'm not going to know which one works. But based on what Dr. Srinidra says, she says, listen, when you have hair loss, you want to keep it and prevent losing more of it.
Throw the kitchen sink at your scalp. And then once your hair has shown signs that it is growing and getting stimulated and looking healthier, you can pare back.
And that was so interesting for me as someone who, the scientific method is the opposite, where you just add things one at a time. But I think I might try to do that just because I am desperate, and it is getting better for me. But I am wondering if for my specific body chemistry, if there's specific things that I can do or consume or use that have the biggest benefit, so that way I could remove everything else and just use the stuff that really works. Again, at this point, iRestore is a yes. Nutrafol so far is a yes. Look at this baby hair growth. Going to Korea for a scalp treatment? Absolute yes. That was only like a 2-time thing so far, but I can't wait to go back. I love them. I can't wait to share with you what happened. If you're subscribed but you don't have the all button, then you're probably not getting the footage that I've been posting from Korea. Make sure that the subscribe says all, so that you not only get the full video on my Korea skincare adventures and how I got 7 treatments in one day, but you're also getting the shorts, because the shorts are like the quick 60-second version of what happened. For those of you like me that have a short attention span. So there are certain things that I love that I am going to continue, but overall there are some very questionable things like scalp microneedling that I don't know, should I try this or not? Please tell me in the comments, is this a great idea or is this the most terrible idea that I've ever had? And again, the medical studies for microneedling the scalp are literally in the description. You're a skintellectual, learn your skincare, learn your hair care, go look at those and tell me what you think of them. And I will also make sure that these are linked below if you do want a discount for the vegan Nutrafol. I have that too, which is amazing. And again, I'm so happy that they're willing to make a product that actually works and do it for vegans, because they had the fish one for so many years, but vegan and cruelty-free people deserve to have good, healthy hair that grows nice too, even if we don't consume fish, okay? And I'm so happy that they've partnered with us to share this information and to actually look and dive into these clinicals so that we can be critics and skeptics and look at what does or doesn't work. And I'm only 45 days in, but I'm gonna continue taking pictures of my scalp, I'm gonna continue consuming it, and I'm gonna continue telling you what the heck is going on. And maybe someday I can talk about my trauma drama. I'm a trauma drama llama, aren't I? Anyways, okay, this video is over. All of that is linked below. I'm having a great day today. My hair is looking amazing. I can't wait to share the videos with you. Make sure that you're subscribed and hit all so you don't miss it. And always remember to be beautiful both inside and out. I love you, my hair loves you, and I cannot wait to see you in this next video. Really, go watch the scalp microneedling video next. What he did is amazing. Love you guys. Bye.